Good day everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel with me, Hiderman101. Today we had news of Daniel Dubiois, yes! England's young prospect who is currently 8-0 under Frank Warren has currently arrived in Russia to help Alexandra Povetkin in preparation and training for the fight against Anthony Joshua on September the 22nd. Which I'm going to be at. So Daniel Dubiois is going to be in Russia helping Alexandra Povetkin in sparring. So basically his whole main job is the fighting Povetkin every now and again for a while until the build up for the fight against Joshua. And the whole idea of sparring is basically Daniel Dubiois has to try and interpret how Anthony Joshua will fight, and he has to try and fight the way that AJ will fight. Dubiois, on the other hand, will have a rough incline on how AJ fights and Joshua's fighting technique, because Daniel Dubiois has also been a sparring partner for Anthony Joshua. Yes, he has been also in Joshua's training camp and helped him in previous preparations before and in previous build-ups. Daniel Dubiois as well has been mentioned as a man who has dropped AJ in sparring, chinned him and dropped him totally. Many of these rumours came out during the Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker fight, which has turned out to be true. As we also know, Daniel Dubiois also has a fight coming up on Saturday the 6th of October at the Leicester Arena on BT Sports against Kevin Kingpin Johnson, who, by the way, had his previous fight against Tyson Fury's last opponent, Francesco Pianeta, and knocked Pianeta out. Daniel Dubiois, current prospect, up-and-coming heavyweight, wanting every single belt, of course, has, due to his name now, also winning his last belt in his last fight, which I believe was the English title. He'll be going for the British title sooner or later. The heavyweight prospect getting bigger with the name of Daniel Dubiois, a very young guy, 20 years old, who's had 8 professional fights and is 8 from 8 with 8 knockouts. He seems to be a superb talent coming up. Again, kind of, if you may, robbed of a proper amateur career, didn't get much for amateur career, so he's getting a lot more of the easier fights and lesser fights and smaller names in the heavyweight division to make up for the less time that he had in the amateur ring. But Kevin Kingpin Johnson is not a name to be taken lightly. It's still a difficult fight, and it's a bit more of an up for him. He's on the rise, and this is a kid that we all should be watching out for because he wants every belt. He's hungry, and I'll tell you what, he is actually looking good. So everyone keep an eye and an ear out for Daniel Dubiois, currently housed and comes from Greenwich, the fighting pride of London. Could he become the next heavyweight champion in the future? He's got a very long career ahead of him. We're going to have to wait and see. But this sparring session with Povetkin in Russia is an even bigger and better step for him. Yes, it's not like a current fight or anything, but it's a massive learning curve. Povetkin is a very tough boxer. Very good, very agile, very skilled, packs a very hard punch as well. He's had one defeat, as we all know, to Vladimir Klitschko, who Anthony Joshua has also beaten. Klitschko, and that was a very dirty fight with Povetkin, where Klitschko sort of used a lot of his body weight and went all over him and stuff. So in a way, it's just kind of a bit of a way for Daniel Dubiois to take his learning curve up an extra notch and help him towards the future. Guys, let me know your thoughts and your comments down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.